talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe. With Amora, spilling all the tea. Coming to you live each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Talk about, let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about, let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear the sound of my voice. Let me know. 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 Who birthday? I see somebody say happy birthday. Who birthday is it? Who birthday? Who birthday? Who birthday? I see a couple of check marks, which means that I'm assuming that means y'all can hear my voice. Let me turn this fan on right quick because I'm not having a hot flash. Hold on a second, y'all. Come on over here, fan. All right, turn this fan on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Hey everybody, hey everybody, hey everybody. Listen, we supposed to be in the bed. Who birthday? Who birthday is it? Tammy baby birthday. Happy birthday, Tammy baby. Happy birthday to you, girl. Happy birthday to you. Listen, so I was laying in the bed. Laying in the bed and I got a text message. Okay. Laying in the bed. I got a text message from our sister. Okay. She said, yes, we can. Sure. Sherry, listen, thumbs up this video. She said, damn, I was catching the replays, missed all of the lives, thinking, oh, well, oh, we ain't nobody going live. I can catch up. Watch Fee Short live and was 1 hour and 20 minutes into the members live, fell asleep. Listen, I woke up to a text message, okay? And a text message read, I heard you just had a whole live about me. Well, let me read the text message. Hold on. I'm only bringing this out here because when somebody say you don't talk about me, I don't talk about you, and we'll leave it at that. That's what I be thinking it is. I be thinking, oh, okay, you don't talk about me, I don't talk about you, we cool, right? So I woke up to, I just heard you did a whole live about me. LOL, wow, baby, I have no words. I said the whole live was definitely not about you. It was about our sisterhood. It was way more people in our sisterhood that's going through issues than you. We talk, we pray, and we cry. It's definitely not all about you. I get a response. It's okay. I'm good. Have a great day. I no longer care for the fake shit. Just don't mention me. You or your followers. Case closed. You mentioned my name a million times. LOL. You think I care? I don't. Just leave me alone. Okay. I said, okay, I'm done too. You don't have to worry about me or my followers mentioning you again. Good night. Okay. So I thought that was it. I thought that was it, right? She says, thanks. That should be the end, right? Hello? That should be the end, right? Let me know before we move on. If somebody say, I don't mention you, you don't mention me, that should be the end, right? Then she goes live. I'm talking about Felicia, since she called my name. I'm talking about Felicia. After she say, you don't mention me, I don't mention you, I say, okay. All because she said she heard that I did a whole live talking about her. I told her the whole live wasn't about you. It's more people in the sisterhood that got issues than her. We was talking about the sisterhood, right? She said, don't mention me. I won't mention you. Okay, fine. She goes live and do what? Tell her people, whoever, she don't give a fuck about me. I ain't got a problem with Jenny. I didn't have a problem with Amora until she made it a problem, right? Oh, I thought we just agreed to not mention each other. See, what that meant was, don't mention me, but I'm going to come over there and continue to throw subs at you like I've been doing already for a while. That's what that means, right? I didn't want to have to come to the internet to do this, you guys. I've been talking to Felicia behind the scenes for a minute. I didn't want to have to come do this. But I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired. I'm being straight up. I'm tired. Literally tired. You say, don't mention me. I won't mention you. And then you go over there to mention me, not once, not twice, 3 or 4 times. Throwing my name out there. Rah, 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 rah. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Always want to fight with somebody type shit. Always want to argue. Always want to rah, 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 rah. For what? For what? I can see if she says, give me a chance to go listen to the live. Let me listen to the 3-hour live. Let me find out for myself what went on. We sat here and prayed for our sister. We said encouraging words to our sister. Yeah, we called out some shit we don't like on our sister. Did we not? We had a young lady come sing for our sister. But yet you allowed somebody to jump in your inbox, because that's what she said. She woke up to a whole bunch of messages. She allowed somebody to jump in her inbox and tell her they did a whole live about you and whatever else they told her. I'm not sure. To the point where she'll take that and go live and call out my name after saying that's not what she's going to do. For what? For what? That's the same shit I talk about. Same shit that I be talking about, to her. You let these people get to you. Stop letting these people put shit in your head. Stop. Tell your bone carriers to stop bringing you back bones. Tell them that you don't want to hear about that shit. Find out for yourself. Right? She allowed somebody to tell her. I don't know what she allowed them to tell her. But the fact that you didn't go listen to the 3 hours yourself, because that's what I would have done. If somebody would have jumped in my inbox and said she was dragging you, she said this, she said that, I would have said either show me, let me listen to the clips, or I would have went over there and listened myself. I wouldn't just allow no anybody. And let me tell you, I guarantee majority of those messages that she woke up to is probably somebody that don't even rock with her. Don't even rock with me. But you allow somebody to jump in your inbox and say this, that, and the other. So anyway, I'm not about to drag her. So I hope y'all didn't think that was about to happen. But what I am going to say is I'm done. I am disconnecting myself from that situation. I'm going to say that loud, and I'm going to say that loud and clear. I'm done. I don't want to continue this merry-go-round with pacifying adults. I'm done. Now she can outwardly say how she really feel. That's fine. Now she over there, blogging about Robert, Janelle, and Brianna every single day is not content. Okay. Fine. Cool. Right? And now all of a sudden, yesterday it was, hey man, I need you to drag Amber. And now today it's, let's talk about how they over there supporting pedos. Really? Oh, okay. Anyway, same thing. You remember before it was, I don't support nobody. I don't F with people that talk about people dead moms. I don't F with people that talk about people kids, right? Y'all remember that, I'm sure. Now it's, I don't want to involve myself with people that support pedos. Really? Okay. Whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to say I'm done. I tried. I'm tapping out on that right now. I'm not telling you guys to at all, but I'm done. So, with the same old, don't say, oh, she's spazzing out. She's no longer my project, okay? She's no longer my project. I am not in the business to be fixing no grown person that don't think that they need to be fixed. She said the enemy got through. Oh, most definitely got through. And that's what I want to say too. I want to say that too. Kudos to Amber. She won this round. She won this one. I'm going to give it to her. She got it. She got what she wanted. She won this one. Can't win them all. She got this round. Okay? She got this one. He said, it's been a wild night. Hey, man. She said, you have to do what you got to do for your sanity. Exactly. My sanity and my peace. I'm done. I'm tapping out. Ain't no take backs on this one. I'm not about to pacify no grown person. Okay? Now, what I will say is, she said you and your supporters. Yes, she did say that. For what? Anyway, I'm so sorry, Maura. I got a lot of people that love you, always continue supporting you, following. Yes, I appreciate that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all not to support or follow her. That's not what I'm here for. But I am here to say I will no longer be supporting her. Y'all know how I am. I'm not supporting bullshit. I'm not supporting fuckery. I'm not supporting that dogmatic ghetto ass shit. I'm not supporting it, okay? Okay? It's a lot of people that's from the streets that grow up with some sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people from the streets that still have good ass sense, good, respectable ass sense. You know, ain't nothing wrong with, a little rah-rah here and there. But if that's what time you on every day, all day, like what the fuck? I'm not on that type of time, you guys. I'm not. Who wants to say rah-rah forever? Really? Really? Not me. So I'm not on that. You know? She was just like that drunk nurse. She posted that y'all are still her sisters in a post. Well, yeah, after she said, kill yourself, huh? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, poking around with P Talk is from the streets. Yep, she let me know that all the time. She's from the streets. But she ain't on that rah, 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 rah. You know? She said, leave her alone. I'm so disappointed in that foolishness. I'm not supporting any grown woman that wants to keep proving she's a big dog at 50 years old. Yeah. So anyway, didn't think that she would do what she just did, but she did. She went live after saying that don't mention me, I don't mention you, and go live and mentioning me. The fuck for her. And then like really, you know? But you're not gonna hear me saying, oh, that B, and that B. I'm not gonna do that because she was one of my sisters. But just like I said, when me and Bree broke it off, I'm no longer hurt. I'm no longer supporting Felicia. I'm no longer supporting Felicia. I'm no longer supporting bad behavior. I'm no longer supporting a grown ass woman making threats to somebody on the internet that you don't know. I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer going to have to sit back and be subbed because I won't jump in the pig pen and fight individuals that I don't have no interest in, that I don't listen to, that I will never listen to. I have no interest in whatsoever. I'm not about to jump in the pig pen and get muddy and dirty talking to people that are zeros, that just want attention. Let me get him out of here right quick. There we go. Have a great night. She said, I really hate this, but I understand. Yes, I actually hate it too. I really do hate it too. But it is what it is. You know, I had said to myself, I said earlier when we prayed and we sung and we listened to the beautiful song, I said, this too shall pass. We're going to be okay. But after this right here, I'm done. I'm done. And I said to myself one more time, I give them chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. But then once I say to myself one more time, that's it. I'm done. Ain't no take backs. You know, when you say F the sisterhood or I'll make my own sisterhood, okay, that's fine. Then she said, I don't want to be a part of your fake shit. Okay. Whatever. After you just said, don't mention me and I don't mention you, and then you run online. Okay. She said, y'all don't understand. Amore has had the patience of Job with this woman. She's been doing this time after time. Only Candy knows. She said, you never know where you would see anyone that could be dangerous. Exactly. She said, Amore, I hate it came to this, but I definitely understand. Yes. I hate it came to this too, but she said, sometimes God answers to just let go and let him work. Yep, that's true. She said, I'm such a softie. This makes me sad, but I understand. Yeah, I know. And I'm pretty sure Cheryl's somewhat crying too. This is why I don't drink anymore. I used to cuss my guy out and wake up like, damn Ray. Yeah. I don't, I don't. I don't indulge like that because I never want to be out of my mind, out of myself, not being able to control my own feelings, my own emotions, and my character. You know what I'm saying? If I lose character, I don't want to lose character because of some liquid that I inhaled or digest. She said, yeah, I'm sorry this is happening. It was great seeing you two in living color. I don't really know the words to say, but I know you're hurt. And she is too damn. Yeah. At some point, you got to set boundaries. I have to learn the hard way. Yes, you do have to set boundaries. Because listen, you guys, I'm gonna let y'all in on something, right? Her and I have talked about this already, and I kind of said it earlier. Her and I had actually talked about it, and we settled it. She actually said, "Oh, I understand. You know, after listening to Jenny, I know you had my best interest at hand." And she was like, I totally understand, you know, thanks, sis, and all this. So I was actually taken aback, even the fact that she brought it up in the wee hours of the morning, because I was like, damn, I thought we settled this. I thought it was a mutual understanding. And then it was like, oh, you thought I was over it? Like, well, I mean, normally when two people say, oh, okay, I understand, you know, I know you have my back. I know you love me. And we're like, yeah, I love you, girl. I love you. You know, I love you, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm thinking we cool, right? Have you ever had a situation like that where you actually thought y'all was straight? You know? What she saying? Well, Tony love, it's normal to fight or disagree, should I say. We're not fighting each other because I'm not about to fight nobody. I'm not about to fight her. But we made an agreement after she woke up and said that somebody told her that I had a whole live about her. And she chose to disconnect herself, right? I just said, okay, I'm done too. She said, don't talk about me. I won't talk about you. We agreed. And then she goes online to talk about me, to say my content is not content, and all types of other shit she's saying or whatever. But whatever the case. So I said to myself, well, since she's going to go back on her word, then I'm going to come out here and let people know the connection is done. I'm no longer in support of that. I'm no longer supporting it. Again, like I said, I thought we squashed it weeks ago, literally weeks ago. And we've been texting each other in between that. Literally talking about each other's numbers. We were literally talking cool. And then you bring it back up tonight for what? Or should I say last night for what? And then it's, oh, you thought I was over it? Well, you wasn't. You wasn't. You know? She said, but what is content? Keep showing that. Ooh, Chris, that's not nice. We're not going to do that in here, Chris. I'm not going to drag her. I'm not going to drag nobody that used to be, you know, our sister. We've been down that road before when we did Ashley like that. And then what do we have to do? We had to circle back around, and now Ashley's like my little sister, you know? So I'm not going to drag her, but I am going to say I don't support it. I don't support it. I asked her straight up, or do you want to grow your channel, or do you want to fight with people? No. I want to grow my channel. Okay, let me show you how to do this. I even told her, I said, girl, look, take all those beautiful photos you have, put some music on it, and use it as shorts. People will look because she's a nice looking girl. Use it as shorts. You can get paid anywhere from $3 to $8 to $10 on short videos. That's what I told her. Make them shorts. Don't just post. I said, don't post them on your community board because you don't make no money like that. Post them under shorts. Every picture you have, post it under shorts. Now, people might not click on my picture because I'm a plain Jane, but they'll click on hers. Men, they'll click on hers. And that's what I told her. Post it up under shorts. You know? I am a type of person, if y'all have not noticed, I like to see other people win. If I can help you, I will. I've always been like that though, not just with this social media stuff. I was like that in my travel business. I was like that in the military. I was like that before the military. I've always been the type of person, if I know something and if you around me, you're going to know it too. I'm not the type of person that's going to secure a wealthy business, which I'm not saying this is a wealthy business. I'm just saying if I just so happen to secure a wealthy business, I'm not the type that's going to keep all the gems and secrets to myself. Because I'm going to say, girl, if I can do it, you can do it too. Because that's how I feel. When I see other people winning, I'm talking about winning. I look at it as if they can do it, so can I. If they can do it, so can I. You know? She said, how did she let Amber greasy ass make her take a left turn? You know, that's why, because sadly, it wasn't Amber. You know why? Because sadly, it wasn't Amber. She's been feeling away. She just used it to push her over the edge for an excuse. I don't know if that's true, but I will say it's been tension, but I've been trying to, what's the word? Like, understand it and address it, you know? But it is what it is. She said, Amor, you have a new lady in the chat, a very sweet, positive woman. Who's a new lady? You have a new lady in the chat, a very sweet, positive woman. What's her name? Who is it? Just Nikki. She's very stubborn and has learned the hard way. This live is going to piss her off even more. This is just the beginning. Well, she's going to be just fine. Because what I'm not going to do is keep going live back and forth about her. I just literally want to tell you guys, I'm done. I'm done. I'm breaking connections with her. I'm no longer supporting the that back and forth stuff. And you know, and I'm gonna give Amber one on this one because you know, and it shocked me that she ran to Amber comments to comment up under her, you know, when we got into it. Thought that was kind of weird, you know. I wouldn't have done that at all. I think I'm gonna go over to Amber page and validate Amber. No, not gonna do that at all. Anyway, you guys. Oh, today has been a damn day. Oh, hey, it's Gamma World. Sorry that this is your first time and you got to hear this damn drama. Hey, Gamma World. Sorry you had to come over here and hear drama. Everybody, welcome Gamma to the page. Gamma, we ain't always drama. I mean, we is, but we ain't. We're not always at odds, Gamma World. Where you from? She said, I'm not going to say why I am in the gray. And then I figured out why. Let me get a membership. Oh, hey, Mia. She's also a content creator. Oh, you a content creator, Gamma World? She said, did you read y'all's suspect post? What's a suspect post? What does that mean? Or is that a name of somebody? She said, Amora has coddled that woman for months, way beyond that I would have done. This is ridiculous. It's time to grow up. Candy is, she's from Wisconsin. Oh, yeah, I've been out to Wisconsin before. Never lived, but just went to training out there in Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Is Cheyenne, is Cheyenne in Wisconsin or Cheyenne is somewhere else? Oh, it's Cheyenne, Wyoming, right? I think Cheyenne is in Wyoming, not Wisconsin, but I have been to Wisconsin. She says, I'm calm, know things before you talk. Everyone is in here. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, okay, cool. She says, wait, her and Amber cool now. No. I'm not saying they're cool now. I'm just saying, so Amber posted something from our group and she went up under there and made a comment up under Amber's post. And then all of a sudden they start gaslighting her, telling her things like, you're from the streets, you're real, and real recognize real. That lady over there is not real. It's all about money to her. Come over here, tell your side, or tell us the truth, or tell us the real deal, or whatever. I don't know exactly the words they used on her, but obviously it must have made her say, "Oh, they love me" or something. Hell, I don't know. She said, "I love Felicia, but I hate when she goes off like that with these content creators. I always remove myself until she calmed down. Sorry, more this happened. I have to be at work in 2 hours. I'll see you later." Okay, Gwen. See you later, babe. Have fun at work. Thank you, Mia, for the membership. I hate that this is happening. And we can high five each other from afar, I guess, but I'm no longer entertaining. So listen, with the, more, please go and stop her from going off and threatening people and acting up crazy she's went crazy on her site, and please go get her. And yeah, I don't have to do that no more. Okay. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it. Okay. She said, you growing and everyone is not meant to grow with you. Keep doing you. And more I see bigger and greater for you. You can't do that attached to this drama. Exactly. Unnecessary drama. You know what I mean? Like, some drama you're going to have, trust me, but the unnecessary drama, like, let me tell you what really, really got to me when she was like, all right, let me go back a little bit, you guys. I hate to put all this out here, but I'm going to do it because it has to make sense, right? So she got upset with me. I don't even know if you guys knew this. I didn't even say it. It's kind of embarrassing. But when we fell out before and they released her nudes, she contacted me and said, your panel is about exposing abusers, right? And I was like, yes, that's what my panel is about. I expose abusers, manipulators, gaslighters, narcissists, all that good stuff, right? She says, well, I was abused. She said, you don't think my news being released is abuse? But now, mind you, we ain't even gelling, her and I, right? But we don't have to be gelling for you to expose an abuser. And I'm like, but wait a minute, you have a platform too. That's your story. You have a platform. I didn't want to cross over into her lane if we ain't gelling with each other, right? So it was like, and I'm like, you have a platform. You can expose him yourself on your platform, right? So anyway, long story short, I ain't going to tell all the little eaches, but she was upset with me for that because I didn't come to her defense and expose him for releasing her nudes. We wasn't gelling. I never even mentioned it over here. Continue to go on or whatever, right? Then we kind of got over that to where it's, so you mean to tell me you ain't hear this girl going back and forth with me, or you ain't hear her coming for me for 5 months? And I'm like, well, no, not really, because I don't really check for the lady like that, No, I don't. I didn't. You mean to tell me you ain't heard her? No, I didn't. Right? I was sent a clip where she had made a threat to that lady saying that I will bang, bang you in the head and have your brain splattered all on the sidewalk or something like that. A friend of mine, husband, is an agent. He listens to my live. He told her that was considered a terroristic threat. So I call myself trying to save her. And he also said that if they had pressed charges on her, she would have got locked up immediately. So I call myself like, oh man, let me stop her from doing this. It's gotten out of hand when you start making terroristic threats. That's jail time. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. Let me try to fix it, right? So that's why I even got myself involved, because I was trying to fix it. But then but why you ain't check that bitch? Why you ain't check her? Why you ain't check her? Wait a minute, hold on. Check her. I'm trying to fix it. They didn't send me what she said about Felicia, which, to be honest, I don't really care what she said about Felicia, because nothing she said about Felicia justifies a terroristic threat, right? And so what I try to tell Felicia is call the police. So if anybody do come over, you will be within your legal rights to defend yourself. If this lady is saying that she got somebody coming to do some harm to you, call 911. I'm not a police girl. I'm not a police girl. What? Call 911. Call 911. You don't tell me how to handle when it comes to my family. This is my family. This is not your family. Stop trying to tell me, okay. My bad. I just didn't want to see you locked up. You understand what I'm saying? But even today, it was, so I've been out of the loop. I got offline for 4 or 5 days. I ain't say nothing about her. I came back online, and her son is still going at me. I expected you to say, if she ain't said nothing about you, why are you still talking about her? Why are you still got your mouth on her? Felicia literally expected me to come out and talk to this nobody girl, literally, this nobody girl, and ask her why she's still running her mouth about Felicia when Felicia ain't said nothing about her. And I'm saying to myself, seriously? You expected me to say that to some girl that I don't even watch? This girl gets 60-something views. I didn't say 60-something likes. I didn't say 60-something comments. I said 60-something views, you guys. Do you hear me? I said, you expect me to say something to this girl? This lady? Yeah, and she's talking about your family, and she said she gonna do this to you, and she gonna send somebody to Texas and do this to you. I'm like, I don't care nothing about that. So you ain't gonna say nothing to her even after she said this, that, and the third, right? I'm like, no, I'm not saying nothing to this lady. For what? Then it was, oh, well, I ain't scared. Well, we different. It's not that I'm scared. It's useless to me. It serves me no good. It does me nothing. This lady gets 60-something views on her channel. What I look like mentioning her, going at it with her, and then her son is 25 years old. So now I'm supposed to drag her 25-year-old son. Then that would X out everything that I said about them dragging Bree. Bree's a child. We supposed to be adults. We not supposed to be, we supposed to be teaching our youth, right? But I'm supposed to go after a 25-year-old boy? I'm not doing that. But you went over there and asked them, how can you solve it? But when they lied to you, they straight lied to you. They told you, if I stop talking about them, they'll stop talking about me. And you should have went and asked them, why are they still talking about me? What? The talking part is nothing. I was trying to figure out how can we stop the threats. I didn't want to see my girl go to jail. But now I'm supposed to go over there and check this weird lady and her son. They've been talking about you too, but I don't care. That don't bother me. I don't hear it. I'm like, you know why I don't know that they've been talking about me? Why you don't know? Because I don't go over there. I don't go looking for it. You think I'm going to turn on YouTube every day and be like, who's talking about me today? I don't go over there. I don't care if they're talking about me. They say they're going to send somebody to Texas. Okay, well, let them. But you're upset with me right now because I should have checked her. I expected my sister to have my back. I would never ask nobody to jeopardize their channel, jeopardize their business for some cheap talk. I wouldn't do that. I'm not about to ask you to jump on the bandwagon with me and be in your feelings with me. Because I feel away. So I want you to feel away because I feel away. So I want you to have my back. Stop what you're doing. Stop whatever topic you have. And have your back. And go over there and entertain a woman. Or direct my energy toward a woman with 60 views and her 25-year-old son. Because they didn't keep their word. And it's, you mean to tell me you haven't heard them still dragging me? I haven't been over there. But now that I've been over there, right? Yeah, they are. They talking mess, mad mess. With still 61 views, and I made the 61. People are not, I ain't gonna say people are not because apparently 60-some people listening to it, but anyway, all I'm saying is I'm cutting the umbilical cord. I'm not about to jeopardize future relationships. I'm not going to jeopardize our sisterhood. And unfortunately, I would have loved her to be a part of it simply because I feel like she needs it. But like she said, you know, and we didn't kick her out the group. Please understand that. She literally said, remove me from this group. Okay? So anyway, I'm not supporting that. I can't be to her what she needs. I'm not about to be no enabler. I've done that a greater part of my younger adult life. I'm not about to go out in my 50s doing the same shit. I hated myself for that then, and I'm not about to go back there. I'm not going to resort back to the person I used to be, which is an enabler to a damn grown-up. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. So again, hopefully, you know, this be my last time ever even addressing anything like this. You know, I know fallouts happen, but I was hoping that we could have both been adults about it. Like she said, don't mention me. I won't mention you. But that's too easy for her. She literally ran. It was less than 10 minutes, y'all. Less than 10 minutes of saying, I won't mention you. You don't mention me. And boom, she mentioning me. She says, Amore, I don't think this is about you. I think this is about the relationship you and Jenny have. Her and I talked about the relationship me and Jenny have. I told her, I said, the reason why me and Jenny connect is because you have to understand. I was the heavy hitter over here. Jenny was the heavy hitter over there. We decided to squash differences, team up, and do what should have been done instead of us beating each other up, fighting each other, calling each other names, wanting to destroy each other. Let's try to bring some type of peace and harmony out of all of this. You got all these women that connected over somebody else's divorce. Let's try to stay connected, but let's make it positive. I told her that. She understood, so she told me, I got it. And they think that you have a problem with me. I said, I absolutely don't have no problem with you. I have a problem when she act out, but she knew that. I even told her, I said, listen, just don't drink and go live. She said, okay, I won't. You drink, just don't hit live. Because when you hit live and you've been drinking, you give those people something to talk about. Because then you have to delete your live. And for what? You ain't made a dime. You ain't made no money. All right. I'm not going to do that no more. Okay? You know? She said the Scorpio in me suspected that she felt the way about y'all connection. Well, if that's the case, I'm not sure why, because she had just as much access to me, if not more, than Jenny. She could have picked up the phone and called me every day. You know? She says, I don't say much. I'm proud of you more. Everybody not ready to grow with you, honey. You got grown kids and grandkids. We are not going back. Much love and respect. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, I'm not going back. I want, now I hope I'm not being mean when I say this. I like the way Jenny carries herself. I like the way Jenny, you can read and still be classy, right? I like the way she can read today and come back tomorrow or in the morning and having Bible class. You understand what I'm saying? I just like the way she carries herself. She ain't no pushover. She knows content. She can break down content. I like that. I feel like that, we can bounce off each other ideas, in which we have. And I feel that we can grow together in this YouTube blogger world, and I would have loved for Felicia to have been there, but Felicia ain't ready. I don't think Felicia ever intended to be a blogger. I think I kind of pushed her into it. But Jenny was already one, but on Facebook. I just said, bring it to YouTube. When she told me how much she was making on Facebook, I'm like, girl, come over to YouTube. You'll be doing so much better. Y'all know Facebook has cut back a lot. So it's not like, even though she gives me accolades, Jenny already had the skills and the know-how as a blogger. She was already a blogger. Let's be honest. She was already a blogger. The only thing that I did is help her learn YouTube. And she's still learning. I just help her get familiar with YouTube. I love the way Jenny tells stories and breaks it down. She's even helped me with things since she's been over here. And I've told her that. She's like, no, you helped me a lot. No, you got it. You just didn't know the platform. I helped her with the platform. So, but as far as I'm that type of person that I will pour into you. You pour into me, we pour into each other. And honey, we can high five and win this together, baby. You hear me? Together. Jenny knows how to ignore them crazy people. So do I. Now, if I want to throw something out there at them, like, you know me, how I was like, oh, they mental, whatever the case may be, I might throw it out there. I know I'm going to get daggers back, but I know how to dodge them. I'm not going to get daggers back and then spin out of control because now I done spilled pig juice all over my platform. You understand what I'm saying? So I know how to laugh at them. To me, it's funny seeing people spiral out of control. And that's why they do it to her. They love to see that. If I spiraled out of control every time they came at me, they would do it every single day. You know what I'm saying? They would do it every single day. Thank you, Sherry, for the super sticker. They would do it every single day. They tried. Did they not? They tried. They tried everything. I'm talking about everything. And I laughed at them. And the reason why I laughed because they was trying so hard. Was putting muscle behind it. I laughed. They're like, oh, we got her now. We got 2K on our team. Oh, she's going down. It is over for her. Matter of fact, they said, kiss your channel goodbye. Y'all don't remember that? Hey, bye, Nate. Bye, Nate. Remember that? I laughed. Because it's funny. Seeing somebody put so much energy, so much effort in trying to bring you down is actually laughable. You can't bring down what you didn't build up. So that's why I laughed. You know? So, anywho, wish we could have left this offline. Wish we could have just moved on. Or maybe even sometimes people just need to sleep stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could have been something like that. But that's right, Lakeisha. She said, this too shall pass. Candy said, life goes on. Absolutely. But at any rate, we're not going to let this ruin our sisterhood. She said, I saw you and Fee as friends and you and Jenny as business partners, business associate with you and Jenny. I don't like the public display of fallouts. Oh, yeah. And you know what? That may have been the case. To be honest with you, that may have been the case because I do look at Jenny as a business associate. I do. And believe it or not, I actually looked at Felicia at one time, but then I realized Felicia ain't really, because Felicia deleted all her videos. Felicia ain't doing this. She ain't trying to do YouTube. You know what I mean? I told her that myself. I said, girl, you ain't trying to do no YouTube. I swear I'm not coming live for no 2 or 3 hours and then delete it every day. For what? I hate that I had to delete the 8 hour. I didn't delete it. I just hid it because they trying to dissect it. You know? So I don't want to come to YouTube and pop my ish and then have to delete every video. Why am I here? Call you on the phone and say what I got to say over the phone, right? I'm not going to use this space to do that and then delete it. You know? She says, Felicia is the type to ride hard for whoever she F with. She came in being who she is. Y'all bumped heads because you wanted her to go in different directions. She took it like her feelings wasn't valid. She took it like her feelings wasn't valid because she wanted me to stay with her. She wanted me to stay on the level with her. She wanted me to stay in the pig pen with her. I don't want to be in the pig pen. Don't you think we've been in the pig pen long enough? Haven't we? Haven't we been in the pig pen long enough? This is the purpose of the sisterhood, for us to get out of the pig pen. Who want to sit here and use your platform arguing back with content creators that you don't even know? that you ain't gonna see in your life, probably not. I was tired of being in the pig pen. I felt like my message wasn't getting across. We fighting them. They calling us bees. We call them bees. They calling us hoes. We call them hoes. They talking about our mama. We talking about their mama. They talking about our kids. We talking about their kids. They calling us broke. We calling them broke. Really? Come on. How many of that you want? How many of that? How many days of that? Months of that? Years of that? Is draining, and it's ugly and it's nasty. And I applaud Jenny for saying that is what some people wanted to see. Black women going back and forth with each other, and black men and women, because you know they got some black men over there that was calling us bees too. Right? I did want to show them that we're better than that, hopefully to encourage them to become better, to be honest with you. There's nothing wrong with trying to show someone this is how it goes. Exactly. She says, not how we want the sisterhood represented, period. Exactly. Let's be honest. Do you want to attach yourself? Like, for instance, my friend, the one I said, her husband is an agent. I'm just going to say an agent. He wanted the 3 letters. How does it feel that he knows that I'm okay, I'm cool with someone that's making terroristic threats? Because that's what he called it, terroristic threats. Especially after you said, girl, don't say that. You can get yourself in trouble. And then you give them examples of, thank you, Gamma World. She said, you're preaching tonight. Thank you, thank you. You know, and you, especially when you've given them examples of people that you know didn't mean no harm, but they are in trouble with the courts, like Chef Carmen. How, you know, Chef Carmen got herself caught up. I don't want to see you get caught up. Don't give them that much energy. Don't do that, you know. And then you're being told, I don't care about jail. I go to jail. And I'm like, oh. She said, why, Felicia, giving them people over there what they want? Well, because I don't know. Because that's what she likes. You know? She says, I don't know, but it sounds like she's upset you didn't stand in the paint against the crazy lady. But didn't you stand in the paint with basically all them pigs? But didn't you stand in the paint with basically all them pigs for her? I have went against every last one of them jokers over there. Every last one of them. I have stood against every last one of them. But when I came back, I said, I don't want to fight with content creators. Didn't I say that? I don't want to fight with content creators. Then they kept calling my name, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name. Then I would say a little this, say a little that, say a little this. And then we kind of got back off track. And then I said, I don't want to fight with these content creators. That's not my thing. I want to fight with them. You know? For what? It diminishes your message. And then for new people that come in, because people do come in, y'all. Sometimes people just click on whoever's live and they listen in to see if that's a channel they want to follow. How is it like right now? Let's be honest. How is it if somebody just pop in and they hear me just going ham, just going ham on somebody? And then they're like, oh, okay, today is the day. Let me go back tomorrow and see how they are. They come back tomorrow and I'm still going ham. You know? She said, yeah, I know y'all squashed it on your panel, but I feel she was hurt by that because y'all was cool. We didn't just squash it on the panel. We've squashed it on the panel. We've squashed it behind the panel. We've talked on the phone. I have text messages to prove it. Text message, I don't have we talked literally on the phone, like talked. We text and we talked. You know? But I believe on this time, I believe that she couldn't suppress the noise. They kept telling her, you know, whatever they kept telling her. She said, so true. I do listen to see. And see, that's what I'm saying, Kiana. And not just you, a lot of people. They come in your chat and they listen to see if it's a channel they want to follow. And if they hear you fight every day, fighting somebody every day, they don't even be knowing who you fight. They just hear you cussing somebody out, cussing another woman out, cussing a woman out, cussing a woman out. Are you going to want to subscribe? No. How's somebody going to grow when you're in the pig pen? But I asked today, I said, what is it you want me to do? And when I heard, I expect my sister to fight with me because I will fight with you. I knew that we weren't on the same sheet of music. It serves me no good to go over there and talk to a woman that has 60 people listening to her. Not even 60 people listening to her. I don't know how many was listening to her, but only 60 people saw the whole live, 61. Why am I about to go over there and make this girl relevant? For what? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Me too, Mia. She said, the more you talk about different things, that's what make your channel interesting. Yes, and that's what I thought too. And then the subs. And that's what I'm saying is, oh, you don't say nothing to me, say nothing about me, I won't say nothing about you. And then all of a sudden it's, let me go over there and sub. Let me go over there and say, you know, talking about Robert, Jonelle, and Brianna is not content. Okay. That's the case. Ain't nobody on YouTube doing content because we all talk about somebody, right? We all are breaking down stories about somebody. When the threats start coming in, it's time to exit. Who's going to jail? Off the internet beef. Anybody want that from me isn't a friend that I need. Child, I ain't trying to go to jail either. And that's what I said. She's like, well, I'm not a police girl. Well, call me whatever you want because I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. I am 52 years old. I'm about to have 10 grandkids in January, y'all. You think I want to be locked up? I don't even want to be locked up for 5 days. You hear me? If you told me you're getting 5 days because you said this, I'm crying, child. I'm trying to, what? 5 days? I can't live for 5 days in jail. I can't do it. 5 days? How am I going to eat? What am I going to drink? Can you go 5 days without laying down? 5 days without eating and drinking? You can't. I don't want to go to jail. You know? She said 911 is my best friend. I got it on speed dial. Okay. They my friends too when I need them. She says, and yet we still haven't talked bad about her, just speaking facts. Why a grandmama in the streets giving her location to fight? That Don't know. I would never. I'm not going to invite you because then I don't even know if that would be self defense. If you come over, if I invited you, I don't know if that would, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could get off on that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all know I ain't never really been no street girl or nothing like that. I ain't never even said I was no street girl. Yes, I was born in Chicago, but we left Chicago, moved to Georgia, then stayed in Georgia for 12 years, and then I moved to Florida, then Virginia, then South Carolina, then Kentucky, then Ohio, then Tennessee, then, you know, oh, I forgot Mississippi. So, like, I done been all around. So I don't really, I'm not no street girl. I pay taxes. I'm not about to take matters into my own hand. You know? Y'all heard about the young lady? I never even blogged on this. I think Jenny's gonna blog on it tomorrow. I don't even know her name, but it's a young lady. I actually saw this on, I think, Ashley Chat's page. It's this young lady. They were arguing, I think, on the internet, and she invited this girl to her house. And the girl came to her house to fight her. And when the girl was getting the best of her, she popped her. Y'all heard about this story? And now the girl that came to her house is going to jail, but the girl that invited to her house is deceased. I think. Actually, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if the girl that invited her over is deceased or the girl that came over is deceased. I'm not even sure, but Jenny said she's going to talk about it tomorrow. Hey, Dream 58, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, baby. Can you hear me?
Y'all know my thing be tripping. I'm going to go out and come back in, okay?
Okay. Hey, chat.
Hold on, I'm going out and coming back.
Am I
Hey,
in there?
you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Look, I got one little story to tell that actually
Okay.
happened about a year ago.
Okay.
I've been friends with this guy for over 30 years. He's involved with a woman that's 54 years old, but she is very, when I say ghetto, ghetto. So last year, I hadn't talked to him in a while. And last year, he called me. I'm talking about 2023. He called me and said, "Hey, what you doing for your birthday?" I said, "Well, the kids are taking me out. I'm not doing much." He said, "Well, you want to stop for a drink before you head home?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So I stopped to meet with him. We hadn't gotten out the car. She must have had his location on. I can't make this shit up. She jumps out the car like a bat out of hell. I stand at 5'2". This woman is every bit about 5'7" or 5'8". She's yelling all these curse words. "Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass on sight. I'm looking at her like, you are 54 years old." I mean, she was beating her hands like young girls. "On sight, I'm gonna beat your." I'm like, we are on site. So she kept yelling and screaming. I said, "Look, first thing, I'm not gonna beat my body up at 58 years old down on this ground." So you
Mhm.
can do all the fighting you want to do, but I'm not fighting you. So I started to record her acting like a fool. And then it was all these people, white people, standing in the restaurant that was recording her. I sat in my car because I refused to be on video and be live and acting like a fool at 58 years old.
Right.
So that was my thing. The whole thing is, even when this went on before, Amora, I tried to reach out to Felicia in the most heartfelt way that I could. I was so hurt at her responses. It was like, fuck all that. I don't want to hear that. I ain't got to do that. I don't want to. And she's not hearing because evidently her trauma is just not allowing her to hear anything positive, no matter which way it's coming from. Because everything that was directed towards her, even when she was spiraling out on the live, I don't think you were on the live. We were talking to her. Felicia, don't let them get to you like this. Don't do this. Come back in. We better than this. So my thing is, the whole time we moving in sisterhood in a different direction. Leave that negative stuff behind. We're not gonna be doing all that rah-rah stuff. And she came
Right.
right back and started the rah-rah stuff again. So I understand where you're coming from. Yes, I'm hurt because I saw something better coming. But
Yes.
I got to honestly say that from the beginning, when I saw this, it's two different personalities, totally different, totally different. Even with Jeannie, my dislike of her was because of the things she was saying about the bees and all that kind of stuff. But now
Mhm.
I love Jenny. You understand what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
positive movement. So all that, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sorry this went in this direction, but I don't think it's finished, Amora. Not with her type of attitude and the way that she comes off. She is not done.
Right.
And I'm sorry for, I'm gonna still continue to pray for her because, like I said, I liked her. I liked the way she came out, and we called her the bully slayer or whatever. But
Right.
all
Mhm.
this now, we are too old for it. Even the young ladies that are younger than us, the ones that are letting us know, hey, y'all ain't the only ones. Yeah, the 50 plus is not the only ones in here. We 30 some,
Exactly.
we this. They letting us know they ain't for that mess either.
Exactly. And that's the part. That's what I was saying to myself. I said, dang, what example are we setting for the young people that listen to us?
Man.
You know?
This is so disheartening. I'm gonna tell you, it's even just when y'all was talking before I went back, somebody said go to the beginning. Candid, I think, said go to the beginning of her live. So I just skipped over. While you were still here, I skipped over and went to her live. And all I heard was I clicked right off. I said, no, I can't. I can't listen to this because this is not the way this was supposed to go. And I'm not gonna go over there and support her, especially if she's talking about. I don't put you on a pedestal, but this is where I started. I started over here with you. So everybody else came on was a plus that I started to follow. I
Right.
started following people because of what you recommended or because of things that you were saying. So for
Right.
anybody to think that I had anything to do with the other side, no. I might have went and be nosy when I heard something said in our group, I'll go click on, but I can never, and I'm telling you, on none of them, I can't listen to them more than 5 minutes because they are so degenerate, man. I can't
Exactly.
listen to them. I'm telling you, they gonna go back and use my name again. I don't care. But even whatever the names, I'm not even calling no names, but they are very low budget people.
Hmm. They are. They are definitely. And not on our level. Like if we're saying we don't want to be involved with that, then how is it that we can sit and allow somebody that's our sister to act like that? We don't want
Right.
to
And
be
to
like that.
scream and holler like that, it can't be calmed down. We too old for that. We not saying anything bad about her, but now it's not the time. If she's
Exactly.
been through the stuff that she's been through in her life, baby, it's time for a change. Now you want peace. You don't want all that drama. I done been through stuff in my life. Lord knows, Maura, I'm gonna get your P.O. box and I'm gonna send you my book that I wrote. I didn't do
Okay.
anything with it because life happened. But
Right.
honey, she's not the only one that has been through stuff.
You right about
It's
that.
the way that you handle things. You understand what I'm saying? I'm one
Yep.
of the most humble people, and people will say, how in the world you still standing? Honey, it's by the grace of God. It's truly not by anybody else. It's not my work because, honey, I
Right.
wanted to fold a long time ago.
Ooh.
But all that rah-rah stuff and all that, I stopped that in my 20s and 30s, baby. I got
Exactly.
to admit it was too long then, even in my 30s, but I had my rah-rahs in my 30s.
Listen, I joined the Navy when I was 22 years old, and I would come back home. I was stationed in Florida, Jacksonville, and I would come back home. It was a 4 hour drive and go hang out with my sister. We would get kicked out of clubs every time I came home. And I said, one time, we went to the club and I left when she got in the fight. I actually left. And she said, why you leave me? Why you leave me? I said, because I'm not about to continue to get kicked out the club with you. And I stopped going to the club with her. She said, we don't club no more. I said, I can't go nowhere with you in public. we act different.
Yeah.
She met my sister was always over the top. Always wanting you look at her funny, she want to fight. You move funny, she want to fight. You bump into her, she want to fight you. Like, what is wrong with you? And I couldn't get it. And it just dawned on me that we're just different. And we grew up in the same house.
Hey, it
We
happens.
just different. She on 10 and she called me green, whatever the case may be. But I'm not, that's not my life. That's not
Yeah.
what I want. I don't
But
like
even
having to be.
so, Amora, even
Mhm.
if it's your lifestyle now, you understand what I'm saying? You said it yourself. Even if it's your lifestyle now, at some point you want something different, especially if you know you've been through hell and back again. At some point
Exactly.
you want peace. You don't want to keep on doing that. That lady over there talking that junk, all she had to do was not even listen to it. Why would I don't understand. I don't understand why she would take heed to anything that they say on their side when for months, for years, they've been fighting and showing that these people are liars.
Exactly.
So why would
And
you even allow
troublemakers.
something that they say affect you in any kind of way? You should have brushed that shit off and said, my sister wouldn't do that to me. Anybody that has listened to you or dealt with, I don't know you on a personal level, Amora, but I'm a Scorpio. I can read people. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And so with that being said, you can tell your spirit it was always there. You was trying to be a big sister even one time, and I'm not being messy. It was a lie that y'all was having. It was like you was getting frustrated because you kept telling her to stop cursing. And it was almost like, look, I'm gonna get ready to drop her off of here because all that cursing get ready to mess up my station. But you still remained very patient with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I didn't like all the cursing. I cursed my tail off, man. You talk about a sailor, but it's a time and a place for it. It's a
Yes.
time and a place for it. I'm not gonna get up here and use all my words that I use.
Right.
It's just not the place for it. And I just wanted to share that. I wanted to share that little story where one woman wanted to fight me at 54 years old, and I just told her, baby, I'm not beating up my 58-year-old body on this ground out here. You can go ahead and do what you want to do, but no, I'm not bruising my body up and get a broken bone that I can't get fixed at 58 years old, baby. Go ahead. You
Well,
have
you
it. You
look
have
good.
your
Is
way
that you
with
in
it.
that picture?
That's me.
Well, you look good. How old are you in the picture?
I'm 50. That was 59. That was my 59th birthday. See, my birthday was on the 27th. I think
Damn.
yours the 28th, right?
Right, you're right. Mine the
Right.
28th.
Mine was that Sunday. My son took me out
Okay.
that morning for breakfast, and I
Uh-huh.
took that picture that morning. So that's me.
Girl, you look good. You look real good.
Thank
You
you,
work out?
baby. I do not, and I got to be
You don't
honest.
work
God,
out?
no, and I don't know if it's something natural, but my son was 24 when I lost him, and he had the body of a goddess. He just had muscles and muscles. It's just God has blessed me. I have to honestly say that. Now I dabbled around a little bit with the gym, but as far as working out and stuff, I was never consistent with it.
Oh wow. You look like you not
No,
just work out, but you
baby.
compete.
I keep no, ma'am. I need to start. I keep the
Well, you
honey. You done
have the
spoke it.
physique.
Let me tell you, baby. You done spoke it. I done heard it before, and I need to get in that gym and do it. But I'm gonna be honest. My son's death took a toll on me. I kind of
Mhm.
got stuck, but y'all been giving me life, and I told you that before. This has been my
Right.
life for the last couple of years, unfortunately. But
Mhm.
I'm getting back there. It takes a little time, but that's why I go to say you don't let the things that happens in your life affect the
Right.
way that I just can't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm the one riding the slow bus
No,
because I'm
you're not
still
riding
trying to
slow.
move on. Maybe it's me that's riding the slow bus. I'm not sure,
No,
but
you're
I
not
just
riding a
can't walk
slow
around in
bus.
life mad at people, angry at people, going at people. I don't have time for it anymore.
Right. Because
So
it affects you, your mental.
yes, it does. Yes,
Right.
it does. And that's why I enjoy going to the group. When I start seeing the stuff about the enemy over here and the person over here and somebody in the group this, and I said, come on, man, they done came over here with this mess. Nobody don't have time for that. But I'm still gonna continue to contribute because I know that they're gonna get weeded out. They going on.
Right. Yeah, we working on it. We put a plan together today and it's gonna start tomorrow. It may
Okay,
not
baby.
all
And
happen tomorrow, but it's gonna definitely start tomorrow.
okay. And thank you for letting me up. And y'all have a good
Well,
night.
you're
I'm gonna
so
drop down,
welcome.
okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Uh-huh. You're welcome, baby.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, can y'all still hear me? She look good. 60, 59. I think she said 59. 59, she look good. Look like a bodybuilder. I'm gonna look like that when I'm 59. You wait. I'm gonna start tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. She said, whoever this is on a plano, bless you. I am an angel mom as well. I love I lost my son when he was 27. Oh man. Sorry to hear that, Gamma's World. Sorry to hear that. She said, all that anger takes too much energy. It really does. It really, really does, you guys. She said, heck yeah, she looked great. I know, that's some motivation, ain't it? 59 and fine. Fine as, she said 59 and fine as F. I know, right? She said, just inhale and move on. I am, Mrs. Hurd. I am. So we're not going to be addressing this no every day, y'all. Especially, listen, after today, after this live, it is what it is. No hard feelings. I'm not going back and forth. Please don't even expect me to do that because I'm not, none of that. It ain't going to be no, rah, 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 rah. I don't care what other people say as far as them other people that, don't like us, don't gel with us. I don't care what they got to say. They want to take it as a win. It's a win. They got what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? However, I will say, just as a human, just some words of advice. Don't let somebody else come in between something that you have going on. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen and then dump whatever you don't need. Dump that negativity. Just don't let somebody come in and trick you into believing something, whatever. You know what I mean? And also, for our young people in here, listen, we're going to do better. For our young people, I know we got some 20, late, I think we might have a 28-year-old, and all the way up to from, I know 60 something so far. But anyway, listen, let's be examples to our youth. Let's be examples to our youth as far as learning how to turn negative to positive, but also learning how to walk away peacefully as well if you need to. You know what I mean? So we're not going to fight each other or whatnot. She said a lot of bush watchers are in here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. They're not going to get exactly what they want. You know what I mean? They want to fight. They want to see us say, you a B, you a B, you a B, you a B. No, you a B, you a B. No, you a B, you a B. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. So y'all don't have to worry about that from Amore. Okay? I am not doing that. Elevation time. Okay? It's elevation time. We are disconnecting ourselves from the bull crap. Okay? So this is breaking my heart. I can't believe how emotional I am over this situation over the internet. I love you all. Love you too, J. Lou. She said this hurts. Oh, J. Lou, we're going to be just fine, okay? She said, we're not doing that. We know hurt people hurt people. She said, sometimes I do, but I'm silly. Amora, would you ever do a class on content creating? Yes, I will. I'm actually going to do one for my level 4 people, which I think I have 10 now. I had 11, but I have 10 now. And so I'm going to do it for them because it comes with their package. Okay. It comes with their package. She said, yes, heavily on the walk away peacefully. Yes. Heavily on that. Don't let nobody take you off or away from your own shit. Exactly. I have a husband. I have 5 children, grown-ups. I'm about to have 10 grandkids in January. And I want to live. I want to be 60 one day. I want to be 70. I want to be 80. I want to be 90. And I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to be no Bill Cosby. And I don't want to be no Puff Daddy or no R. Kelly and be in jail at some late age. I don't want that. I done made it this far in my life at 52 years old. If I do something to trick myself out of my freedom and end up in jail, like, oh my God, like, why would I want to do that? Be in jail with hurt knees and hurt ankles. No, not doing it. She said, good night, y'all. I'm turning in. Good night, Mia. Thank you, Glenn. She said, I'm a little razzle dazzle. Kia. Yeah, but no, we're not going. We're gonna remain free because we got a lot of stuff to teach you guys. We got to teach y'all how, investments, small businesses, content creation. She said, as a friend of the family, I'm fond of you both and hate this happen, but support you both and wishing you both the best. Thank you, Break Room. Appreciate that. And you guys, and I would never tell y'all not to support someone and not, just like for Brianna, I never told you guys to stop supporting Brianna. And a lot of you guys still are huge supporters of hers. I would never do that. That's not how I am. Not when it comes to our sisters. You know what I mean? She said, this is exactly why I don't jump from panel to panel, because it's too much to consume and easily get caught up in your feelings. Oh. Where do I find the level to subscribe? So you have to hit join on the front page. Well, if I have a moderator in here, which I probably don't, they probably sleep. Let me see if I can get it for you. Let me see if I can get it for you. I'm going to modify that live from the 8-hour live, and I'm probably going to try to break it down and let you guys. I'm going to cut out the part where it went left, because I just don't. Maybe I should have cut it out, but no, I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to release it. But here's the membership. She said, I can actually see the memberships by clicking the $ on the lower right hand. Oh, you can? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all. She says, I can support Bree and support you because you still speak life into her. Fee has gone all the way left. Yeah, yes. And I enjoyed tonight when we was listening to the gospel song earlier, should I say. I enjoyed that you guys were like calling out, different things, like Jenny was saying, Lord, do it for Bree and stuff like that. I think that we do need to lift Bree up in our prayers, because I think that she is hurting and hurting bad. Okay. And because even losing a relationship, right, it still hurts. It made me think back of my relationship with my ex. And I just remember losing 30 pounds, hair falling out, and just didn't know what to do. Even though I left, but I still hurt so bad. And I think Bree left and she is hurting so bad. So I think we should just continue to pray for her, and hopefully, she will heal. We know it take time, because if y'all been in them dang on breakups, y'all already know, honey, it hurts, baby. It hurts so bad. It does. Breakup sucks. Breakup sucks. Divorce sucks. It sucks. Ugh. And then you start thinking it's you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not worthy. Like, what did I do? That's what you do. Betty 2.0 said, I'm in need of prayer. I have lost my ability to walk. Please pray physical therapy works. Oh my God. Betty, we pray that physical therapy works. We're claiming it right now. I believe that it will work. It will work. But that's good that you are in physical therapy, baby. It will work. In Jesus' name, it will work. You're going to have to keep us up to date on your progress. She said, yes, it even hurts to walk away because you know the love you have for that person. Yes. And not only that, Miss Too Much For You, you feel like the moment you leave, they're going to change, right? And you say they're going to change, and then they're going to be such a great man to another woman. And that's what we fear the most. But you know what I say about that? They may change and they may be a great man to another woman, but that just means that he wasn't for you. Sometimes God will, keep working on a man or whatever. and build him up and turn him into an your man or meant for you. You know? She said, I love Brianna, but Amora, when they got your husband's social security number, that did it for me. I'm silent. I'm silenced. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. But yeah, but when thank you, Betty. But breakup sucks. But I look at it like, but I'm older, but I look at it like, hey, you just weren't meant for me. God ain't finished with you yet, and he's building you for somebody else. And that person may go on and be the best version of them for someone else, right? They will go on and be the best version of them for someone else. But that doesn't mean that you lost. That just means he wasn't for you. He wasn't yours. You know what I mean? Which means that if you feel like you lost something really, really good, that just means God is preparing something much, much better to come your way. Ooh. Look what I got, you know? I cried my eyes out on my last relationship, and look what God sent to me now. The man I'm with is 1,015, 2,000, 10,000 better than what I had. You know what I mean? She said, breakup sucks, but peace is so much better. Yes, it is. You know? She said, you know they got your husband's social security number. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did. So maybe we'll do a segment one day on like just have different people come up and give an example of what did they do. Or maybe y'all can put in the chat, not tonight, but y'all can put in the chat. Like I'm gonna do a segment on tell me how did you heal from your breakup, and tell me things that you did. I'll have you either come up or put it in the chat, things that you did for you to get over your last relationship. I did a whole lot though. You know, I got me a survivor song. I think every woman needs a survivor song. Mine was Tupac, believe it or not. I ain't mad at you. I play that song over and 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 over. I played that song. I went and got me some self-help books. I did. I got books on how to build confidence, how to I got He's Not That Into You, how to know he's not that into you, how to win the man of your dreams, rules book on dating again after a divorce. I think I said building self-confidence, how to learn to listen. I got the woman after God's own heart. Man, I was heavy in the bookstore. This is before it came all online. She said, wait, don't tell us yet, Miss Amore. Okay, Sharon, I ain't gonna tell you yet. But I did a lot. So we'll have a whole live one day and literally talk about it, right? Because maybe we could try some of the things that we put in the chat. I'll do a live on that, and then we can try it if you're dealing with a situation like that, or if you ever come across it, or even if you need to share it with your daughters or anybody else, we can just all collectively we'll speak on it. You know? She said you was ready with all those readings. I felt so much stronger, but I had to say to myself, I was like, because at first I was like, I'm confident. I'm not insecure. I'm confident in who I am. And then I had to say, Amore, you are insecure. Then I had to list, what are you insecure about? What are the things that you're insecure about? Oh, I'm insecure about my teeth. I'm insecure about this. I'm insecure about that. I'm insecure about this. I had to start saying out loud, like admitting what my insecurities were. And then I had to slowly develop plans to get over those insecurities. Especially if it was something that God did, don't have nothing, nothing, it was out of my control. And then I learned to accept it, But anyway. She said mine was Destiny Child Survivor. Yes, I remember that song. I am a survivor. I'm gonna get it. I'm a survivor. No stopping me or something. Anyway, I know that song. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, I love that song too. That one and Unappreciated. Y'all know which one I'm talking about? Feeling a little unappreciated. I don't even know who's singing that song. It's called Unappreciated, though. Let me see who's singing right quick. Unappreciated. Cherish, the group Cherish. I'm feeling a little unappreciated. I can't remember the words, but anyway. I remember playing that song too. I think a Survivor song. I think everybody needs a Survivor song. Everybody. She said, I'm going to tell my story over here one day. Yes. We would love to hear it. She said, I blasted gospel music until that demon flee. Hey, gospel music help too. You know what? I have one. I'm going to play this and then we're going to get off. But I'm going to play this song right here. Hold on. I'm going to play this song right here. It's called, let me think for a second. Here you go. I can't remember the guy's name, but here you go, right here. All right, I'm going to play this song. It is 5 minutes long. Y'all ready for this? This was another song that I played. Now, this is not when I got a divorce. This was just in other times of my life that I was going through some things and it just helped me through. Okay. All right. I'm going to play it. Hold on. I need to get me a, all right, here it go. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
Jesus said he'll make your enemies be your footstool.
Before he get into his testimony, have y'all heard this before? All right, now he can get into his testimony. This guy right here used to be in a wheelchair and he could not walk, okay, at all. This guy right here, he's a gospel singer, Paul Porter out of Mississippi. He could not walk. He lost all ability to walk. He's getting ready to talk about it right now. Listen.
And the Lord that already brought you through. In spite of your friend knocking you down. I want you to look at your neighbor. I don't want no laughing or playing. I don't want no laughing or playing. I want you to get serious with God and yourself. And look at him dead in the eye with authority. No laugh. And shout out loud 2 or 3 things that the Lord has done for you. Shout it out loud. Shout it out loud. Shout it out loud. If you got the victory, shout it out loud. I feel the Holy Ghost.
It skipped it some kind of way, but anyway. I don't know why it skipped it when it came to the good part. Hold on. Let me Let me find. Oh, because this ain't his page. Oh, if I would have got it straight from his page, maybe. I took this from somebody else's page. Oh, this was the real one. Anyway. But anyway, I love that song and it helped me get through a lot as well. She said maybe an edited version. Yeah, you notice it too? Let's listen to one more song. This one, I like this song too. Let's listen to this one.